Hey, what is up guys, it's Griefdrums back again, and we are looking at the new teaser that's just been dropped by Ubisoft for the new Rainbow Six operator for Velvet Shell called Jackal. Now obviously the teaser is very short, and we're going to see more of this at the Rainbow Six Invitational that's coming up on the 3rd to the 5th. However, you do glean a little bit of information from this, as per usual, and the same with the Red Crow DLC. We do get to see pretty much what his gadget does. We get to find out his weapons if you look a little bit deeper. I've also found out on Twitter exactly the weapons that he's got. And there is other information to be gleaned from this video, so we're going to look at this in detail. So the first piece of information that we can take from this video is that Jackal is entering from the outside of the building in. So this means it's pretty likely that he's going to be an attacker. Looking at where he's entering on the building, you can quite clearly see that that is this point on the map. So for those of you that don't know where this footage is from, this is from a map teaser that was released a few days ago. I posted a video about that as well. But it's quite clear that this seems to be sort of a main entrance, or the main foyer that it's going to lead into in this estate or club or whatever you want to call it. We get to see a little bit more of the map, some of the rooms that we've previously seen in the other teaser, the pool room behind, for example. But the next big piece of information that we get is obviously what his gadget does. So at this point in the video, Jackal obviously talks and says in Spanish that they always leave something behind. This is quite clearly alluding to the fact that he can see their footsteps using what appear to be ultraviolet goggles of some sort. With this being a nightclub, I'm amazed that he's not seeing more than just footprints, if you know what I mean. People get up to all sorts of weird and wonderful things in those kind of places, so I personally would not be going in there with ultraviolet goggles on. Now, one thing that we do see is that Jackal is turning this on, so it's not on permanently. This means that it's probably got a limited duration of use, probably quite a long cooldown period. It does look like he's got his pistol out during this, in which case it might be like IQ. When he's using his gadget, he can only use his pistol, and it also looks like he's got a really bright light on his head, which might be a bit of a giveaway if you're using this while walking around. But it is going to be really useful for pushing out roamers and finding exactly where the roamers or the lurkers are. People like Caveira are going to struggle now because this is going to be a direct counter to them. The interesting plot twist in this, though, is that I don't know exactly how long those footprints are going to last for. They may only be, 10-15 seconds worth. It may last for the entire duration of the match, in which case the whole map is just going to be covered in footprints. It's going to be crazy. So I can't see it lasting that long. But for the defenders, you're going to be able to set false trails. You're going to be able to run around loads at the beginning of the game, and depending on how long it lasts, as this dude pushes in, he's then going to walk into frost mats or God knows what else. You could quite easily set up an awesome ambush by having, a set of feet leading one way, but you've flanked around the other side of the map, and he's not following that trail, or vice versa. You could have two people hunkering down when he thinks there's only going to be one. So it's going to be interesting to see exactly how this is used and countered. As I mentioned at the beginning of the video, I did manage to find out what guns he's got. He is going to have a C7E, which I believe is the assault rifle we can see in this picture here. He's also going to have as a primary weapon the PDW-9. Now, this is obviously a personal defense weapon. It's a lot smaller and kind of similar to Smoke's FMG. And then coupled with this, he's going to have two secondary weapons to choose from. He's going to have the ITA-12S and the USP-40 as secondaries. I believe both of these are pistols. I'm not 100% sure on the ITA. I've not heard of that one before. I hope someone can chuck it down in the comments below exactly what it is. The USP-40 we have seen in several other games, or at least the 45 caliber version, so it's not going to be massively different to games like Call of Duty and stuff that we've seen this gun in before. It's a pretty common handgun. So although I think it's highly likely that Jackal is the attacker, it is possible that he's the defender. At this point we really don't know, but as I said, it looks pretty likely. There's no real reason for him to be going into the building from the outside if he was the defender. I'm pretty excited for this. I'm looking forward to seeing exactly how it's going to be used and utilised. But let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that thumbs up button. If you don't already, hit that subscribe. What the hell is wrong with you? Come on. And until next time, guys, stay reckless and relentless. So